So God said to Adam, just toasted him, which I created with others, but he denied whatsoever reason. Okay. So next we see that there's a dialogue between the God and the Iblis. They says now I will. What's this? Okay, I will misguide all the human being. I'll come front of them from the back, from the left, from the right. So when we go to the hadith also, so we see the any child born with the touch of the Shaitan. So when the Shaitan touched the child born, so he cried. So
that's how is that related?
Oh, okay.
You make a link. I mean, how is that linked?
Yeah. What you are asking will be clear my question. Why I'm asking and quoting these verses and hadith to you? Because there's a Shaitan claim that I will go behind the all humankind, humanity, right? And make and deceive them. So that's why we see in hadith also all the children who born the Shaitan, he goes after them, touches from their bornhood only.
That's not deceiving them. This is a total.
Okay. So my question is, who is the chosen servant of God?
What do you mean by chosen servant? Where did you get the idea from?
It's from the creation of Adam. There's a word of chosen servant. When the God says, "Except you're going to deceive all the human, but accept my chosen servant." So,
servant in singular or in plural?
Whatever you take, because
no, I don't want to take it. What does the text say? And then I can ask you where is it. Let's have a look at it. So does it say in singular, chosen servant, or does it say in plural?
Might be singular or plural. Might be.
You're asking me a question, but you don't know about it, okay?
Yeah,
so
I'm asking.
Where is this reference? So I'll show it to you, what it says. Yeah. So tell me the reference, because I have found one, but it might be not the one that you're referring to.
No, it's not a technical verse. I'm not asking about it.
Because you're asking me as a Christian, who is this chosen servant?
Yeah.
And I questioned you, does it say chosen servant as a singular, or does it say chosen servants in plural?
So we go to the ayah, so we'll get the... That's what the meaning.
Which surah, which ayah?
I'll show you.
Like a baby, give him anything and he will shut up. Or not.
Let me read it to you and see if you remember if that's the reference, because you're having...
I got it.
You've got it? Okay, fine. Tell me.
Okay, so it is in Quran 38, 82 to 83.
Surah number what?
38, Surah.
Surah 38.
Chapter 38, Surah 82 to 83.
Chapter 38. And
Shall I read for you?
and which ayah was it?
It is 82 to 83.
82.
He, Iblis said,
Yeah, got it.
He, Iblis said, by your might I will surely mislead them all, except your chosen servants among them.
Was it in plural or in singular?
Your chosen servants.
So it's in plural.
It means might be more than one.
No, it's plural. So it's all about the chosen servants.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. And your question is, who are they?
Who are the chosen servants?
Yeah. So those who don't follow Shaitan, those who don't follow the footsteps of Shaitan, they are the ones. Because it talks about illa ibadika, illa ibadaka minhum al-mukhlasin, the ones who are sincere, mukhlis, the one who would not follow their own desires and follow the footsteps of Shaitan. So these are the ones.
Okay, so now this question raise more questions. This answer raise more questions.
This answer raises more questions in what way? Because the answer is the right answer. Because Shaitan has misled many Christians, if not all of them today, because they follow the footsteps of Shaitan. They worship the creation. They worship a messenger of God called Christ. For example, you as a Christian, you should know this. Instead of worshiping God, they are worshiping God with Christ, calling him Son of God. So they have all been misled. So these are not the chosen servants of God, because they have been misled. The ones who are the ibadak al-mukhlasin, the sincere among them, are the ones who sincerely follow God, avoiding the footsteps of Shaitan. So what questions are raised?
Okay, so the next question is here. When the Shaitan, he claims that I will deceive all mankind. So I told you the hadith also over there. There are.
This is not about deception. The hadith you talked about is just touching. Touching is not deception.
Touching. From the beginning, the Shaitan is with them.
Satan touching doesn't mean he's deceiving anyone.
Okay.
So
he's trying,
it's irrelevant.
Trying his best.
No. Just because Satan touched someone, it doesn't mean he's deceived them. Okay? This has nothing to do with deception. So you have to understand, just Satan touched you doesn't mean he's deceived you.
Okay, the touching meaning is not that he completely is gone, the mankind is gone deceived.
Shaitan is all around
Shaitan
you.
is all around. Okay.
Exactly.
So when the Shaitan, it means the Shaitan is from left, from right, from behind, from every side.
Yeah, not from up.
Deceiving the human being. So in this position, when the Shaitan is deceiving all the human beings, it is very difficult for the mankind to get the salvation, because how
it's not very difficult.
Good deed.
It's not very difficult.
Because your good deed cannot lead you to the Jannah.
I disagree with what you just said. It's not very difficult, because God tells you those righteous, sincere servants of God are the ones who will not follow the footsteps of Shaitan.
Okay.
That's why every prophet and messenger, when they come, they will remind the people not to follow the footsteps of Shaitan, and they will explain what it means. What are the footsteps of Shaitan? Footsteps of Shaitan is worshipping the creation rather than worshipping God. Okay? That's the prime objective of Shaitan. So think about people worshipping other than God, like the Christians doing. Do you worship God only, or do you worship God with someone else?
I worship God only.
So you don't worship Jesus Christ, the Son of Mary?
This is changing the subject.
I'm not changing the subject. I'm asking you a question, because either you worship God only or you don't. So do you worship God only, or do you worship God along with Jesus, the Son of Mary?
My simple answer is I worship God. Right?
Only?
Only God.
Okay. So, and who is this only God? Is that?
You are going to another subject.
No, it's important, because we are talking about who Shaitan. Your question I'm answering in a holistic way. Who is Shaitan deceiving? Shaitan wants to deceive people to make them worship other than God. So you said.
I accept.
So let's see, because as Muslims we consider Christians worshipping other than God. Do you agree or disagree?
Do things like this.
Muslims consider
consider-
Christians
yeah.
worship other than God.
Yeah, this is your belief.
No,
You
no.
think
Do you agree or disagree?
with your
In reality.
in reality it's not.
Okay, so let's see whether this is the case or not. Because if we can establish the Christians are actually fallen to the whispering of Shaitan, worshipping the creation instead of the Creator, then we found out who are the righteous servants. It would not be the Christians. So, Jesus Christ, do you worship Him along with God of Jesus Christ?
Brother, see, I have come to ask you a question.
And I have answered.
I said you.
Now I have asked you a question.
I said you.
So I want you to answer my question, just
said-
like I answered yours.
Said you at that time. What the answer you have given me is raises more questions.
Okay, let's hear those questions first.
So-
Then I will ask you about this again.
No, I didn't ask. I didn't come for this to ask.
So you only come to ask me a question, but you would not take questions yourself.
Not a debate. So that's why.
No. In a discussion, you are not open to take any questions from me. Why is that?
Within the subject you can.
That's within the subject. In terms of who are the servants of God who would not be touched by, deceived by, misled by Satan.
In the Quran, see, in the Bible it says, none of you are righteous.
I don't agree with that statement.
Righteousness.
Noah was righteous in the sight of God. Noah was righteous in the sight of God. Noah.
Talk about it.
Noah, the prophet, was righteous in the sight of God.
Okay.
So when you say no one was righteous, it's not a biblical statement. That's not what the Bible teaches. Bible teaches Noah was righteous in the sight of God.
We'll have to see this according to this description.
Do you agree or disagree?
No, I'm not agreeing.
Okay. So now can you show me where Noah was unrighteous?
I don't want to.
No. You've just made a statement.
I don't want to go over there. So
It's important. If you're going to make it, look, if I didn't challenge that, you would have taken that for granted. But I'm saying you are actually misrepresenting the Bible as a Christian. So where does the Bible say Noah was unrighteous? Let me find out where he was, and I'd like you to bring me a verse where the Noah was unrighteous in the sight of God.
don't make this video.
He's making his. It's not mine. This is mine.
I call you. Don't make video.
Okay, let's see where the Bible says Noah, the prophet, was unrighteous.
This is not my question.
It is important.
For that one.
No, you made a statement which is incorrect.
What I'm
Only because I corrected you.
What you are asking, I'm not prepared for that one. Even
I will show you
Okay.
from the Bible. Genesis 6:9.
okay.
Let's get the Bible first. Bible Hub will do. Genesis 6:9. So Genesis 6. Okay, this is Genesis.
Sure, I can't.
This is what the Bible says in Genesis 6. Do you want the Hebrew or the English?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know Hebrew, so that's fine. So let's go to a Bible. Any version of the Bible?
Any.
Okay, let's go for NIV. This is verse 9. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and walked faithfully with God.
Okay, among the people. He was among the people was
Blameless.
among
He was blameless.
among the people.
So we found found Noah was blameless, righteous.
Okay, at that time the Sharia came. No, please don't make.
Not him. Yeah. But not him. Not him.
I changed my position.
You were in the right position. What did you change?
Because
So
the
now
camera was facing me, no, so that's why.
there was other camera. Okay. So now Noah, according to the Bible, was blameless. Do you find the opposite, where Noah was actually indeed was blameworthy?
For the Sharia.
Look, where does the Bible say Noah was unrighteous?
Let us see, now we are going to another way. I didn't ask you this one.
You made a statement which was
I
untrue.
asked you the Islamic question. I want to understand.
But why did you make a statement that no one was
And
righteous?
you jump into the Christianity.
But Nixon,
Okay.
Nixon, I would like to have a conversation with you. You ask me a question, I will respond.
Okay.
But I don't want you to make statements which are untrue. You made a statement that no one is righteous. This is not biblical.
No, it is Islam also says no. Same.
Bible says Noah was.
Islam, Quran says.
Look. Bible says Noah was righteous, which I showed to you. Genesis chapter 6, verse 9. So either you disagree with the Bible, that's up to you. It's not my problem.
I don't want to talk about the verses of the Bible
Okay,
now.
so now continue.
Because
What
I'm
other
not
questions?
Prepare of this.
No problem.
So I'll have to read the verses.
Fair enough.
I'll go through the history and
That's fine.
how contents the verses said.
No problem.
So then I can reply you.
So what other question
I
does it
cannot-
raise based on my answer, that the servants of God are those who do not fall to the deception, trickery, footsteps of Shaitan?
Okay.
Young people in the championship camp in the field, they are organ.
So it means you have the 5 pillars of the Islam and the whole Sharia. So now Shaitan is always trying to make you far from your Sharia and from the 5 pillars.
Is Shaitan only trying to deceive the Muslims or everyone else?
He's trying everyone.
Yeah, so don't
The Bible,
don't
the Bible
focus on the
says-
Muslims. Bring the Christians in our discussion, because we are both
Okay,
of
so
the
now there's a
two
Quran,
religions.
Okay, there's a Quran verse 1661.
Yeah, what does it say?
Surah 16 and verse 61. It says, if Allah were to punish people immediately for their wrongdoing, He would not have left a single living being on earth. Single living being on earth. Here, God is not talking about the Muslims or the Christian. He generally is talking about the humans.
Okay.
If Allah were to punish people immediately for their wrongdoing, He would not have left a single living being on earth. And you want to continue?
Yeah.
I'll show you the other verses also. 35, 45. It's similar. Same.
No. Continue this next verse from that verse.
Okay, right. He would not have left a single living being on earth. But He delays them for an appointed term.
Yeah.
And when the term arrives, they cannot delay it for a moment, nor could they advance it.
Exactly. So what's your question on that?
It says that none of you, as I said, your good deed, no one is righteous.
This doesn't say anything at all.
Your good deed.
This doesn't say anything at all.
This is good deed. This is good deed.
So you've just read it in English.
This is good deed only.
1 second. You've just read it, and you are misrepresenting what it says. Can you try again to see
I'll
what?
show you the another surah.
No, not another surah.
Ah.
Anything that you read from the Quran, I mean, we expect you to understand what it's saying.
Right.
What is it saying in this ayah?
What I'm understanding that mankind, the human, he has no capability to serve or obey God and fully to follow His Sharia, 5 pillars of Islam, talking about the Christianity also, the Jews also, that they cannot complete the rules and the commandments of the Sharia, cannot complete.
No.
So that's why good deed cannot lead you to the Jannah.
This
And
doesn't
there's a
say-
mercy of God, that's why.
Yeah. you're partly right and partly wrong. Here, it only talks about God doesn't punish them immediately because of their wrongdoing. So if people do their wrongdoing, He doesn't punish them. He gives them time. When the appointed time comes, they cannot delay it.
Right.
Okay? But it doesn't mean, as you're thinking, that people are unable to do good deeds. God says He does not lay a burden on someone greater than they can bear.
Okay.
That means they have the ability, but people often choose not to follow God and follow the footsteps of Shaitan. So God doesn't give people a Sharia which they cannot follow. It doesn't say that. This is your misunderstanding. This is why the Christian theology is wrong, because they want to formulate a theology in which you cannot follow anything about God. All are you going to be sinners. That's why someone has to die for your sins. That's the theology which is incoherent. Islam says very clearly, you are created in a weak state. Quran says so, in a weak state. You will fall short. But what God wants from you is, the moment you fall short, you recognize being humble and you say, God, I am sorry. Forgive me. I would not want to do that again. And you make the intention. Be firm on the intention. Be resolved not to do that again. If you've done something wrong to someone, amend it. Make it right. So once you do that, God says He's forgiving. He will forgive all your sins. So God wants us in this life, in our state of being, in which we can test ourselves, who can be humble, who can be really asking God for forgiveness, and who can continue to develop themselves. And if we do that, then God has promised us paradise in which rivers flow underneath. There's bliss, tranquility and joy. We don't need a human sacrifice. We don't need anyone else. Each one of us are responsible for our own actions, and we will be judged based on what we do. God says through a teaching with the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, that do we go to paradise with our deeds? He says no. And the companions ask, even not you, he says, even not myself, but except through the grace of God.
Mercy of God.
To the grace, yeah?
Yes.
Fadl, to the grace of God. So we are not so arrogant and say, I can just work my way to heaven. No, we say, look, we can demonstrate to ourselves with all sincerity, with all my humility, that I am going to be a sincere worshipper of God. When I show this in my belief, in my words and my action, God has promised us that He will grant us paradise. He will show us His mercy. That is how we receive His mercy.
Okay, so the point here is here, two things are here going to be mixed up.
That's how
The grace, mercy, and the good deeds. Right? So again, I'm asking you the same thing. Your good deeds, can your good deed leads you to the Jannah? Because here the verse says, and
this verse didn't say anything.
okay, wait.
So,
I say Sahih Bukhari 577. It says, narrated by Abu Huraira, I heard Allah Apostle saying, the good deeds of any person will not make him enter paradise.
finish.
None can enter paradise through his good deeds.
Continue.
Okay. The Prophet's companion said, not even you, O Allah apostles. He said, not even myself, unless Allah bestows His favor and mercy on me.
That's what I said.
So that's why I'm saying now.
So we do not become we do not become arrogant. Look, how do we receive God's mercy? So answer is that we go to paradise because of God's fadl, yeah, His grace, His mercy. How can you be recipient of His grace and His mercy? The Quran and the Hadith answers that. What is the answer from the Quran and the Hadith?
Yeah, show me.
I'm asking you.
I don't know about the Quran and Hadith.
So you knew something about that God's paradise are for those in which God's mercy is in action.
Okay.
God bestows on them their grace.
Can you show me the surah? Sorry, I'm
It's
interpreting.
not just a surah. Whole of the Quran is about all this. How to receive God's mercy is by believing in Him, in His oneness, and doing righteous deeds. That's how you
Can you
receive
show me any surah that tells you
throughout the Quran.
even if the good deeds are lesser than your bad deeds, you can go to the
God has
Jannah.
promised paradise with these conditions. How you can receive His mercy is by belief. Inna alladhina amanu wa amilu salihat. Those who believe and do righteous deeds. And then God says, God has promised them paradise. So to receive the mercy of God, His grace, is conditional on,
okay, brother. Okay.
one moment,
Let me-
is conditional
Okay.
on you worshipping, believing and worshipping in Allah in His oneness, without ascribing any partner, without saying God has a son, right? And doing righteous deeds. That is the message throughout the Quran, not just one verse, throughout the Quran.
But righteous deed, again you saying the deed.
What does the righteous deed do?
But here you are against the,
Nixon, what does the righteous deed do?
it's when you follow the Sharia.
No, what does
when
believe?
you follow the 5 pillars of Islam.
What does the believe in one God, absolute one God, and righteous deed do, according to the Quran?
That's concept. One God is every religion.
No.
Religion.
What does
We
believing in His
have to
monotheistic
understand
concept, not just
concept.
one God,
Okay.
one God without ascribing partners. Christians ascribe partners to God. They say God has a son. That's ascribing partners.
Okay, that's another
So-
topic. I'll give you the answer of this
So,
next time.
if you believe in God's oneness and you do righteous deeds, what does that make a Muslim recipient of God's what?
You believe in one God.
Yes.
Believe Muslim, all the Muslim believes
Yeah.
in one God.
Yeah.
And you believe that the Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he is the prophet of
This
God,
one,
right?
God.
And you have a 5 pillars of Islam, and you have complete Sharia. Okay, so you follow all the Sharia and 5 pillars of the Islam. So your good deed can lead you to Jannah.
So you misunderstood again. This belief
No, just-
in, I'm answering your question.
Okay.
Believing in God's oneness and doing righteous deeds makes you recipient of God's mercy.
Okay. So it
And
means,
God's mercy is what is required to go to Jannah.
okay, right. So it
Now you
means-
got the equation?
Okay, now it means the question again comes here. You saying when you are going to complete the good deeds, 5 pillars of the Islam and the Sharia you are following.
Belief and
Believing,
action.
Belief and action. Both.
Correct belief and righteous
And
actions.
both, right?
Uh-huh.
So in this way, the God mercy will upon you.
Yes,
And he will lead
you
you
become
to the-
recipient of
and
God's
he
mercy.
will lead you to the Jannah.
And because of His mercy, His grace, He gives you the promise of Jannah, and He
Okay,
will make
but-
you go to Jannah.
Okay, but brother Mansur, here the good deed.
Does it talk about belief?
No, you don't.
And in my condition, what do you need?
Okay, believe and the mercy.
So this hadith doesn't talk about what I'm talking about. So it doesn't help you.
Here
I am
one
saying,
thing is saying, one thing is clearly saying that your good deed,
which I agreed with you.
you cannot lead you to Jannah.
I agreed
even
with
it is
you.
Higher
I agreed
than
with
bad
you.
deed.
That's what our Prophet taught.
So it means you and me are on same theory.
No, we're not. I am saying,
You
I am
also
saying,
depend on the mercy of the God. We also believe in the mercy of God.
no, you really don't understand the equation. Islam has a very simple equation. To go to Jannah, you require to be the recipient of God's grace, His mercy, His fadl. How do you receive His mercy, His fadl, His grace? Is by believing in His oneness and doing the righteous deeds.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Okay, I got it. So you have to. This is more difficult.
It's easy equation.
It's more
Simple.
difficult. You have to follow.
The reason why you don't want to get it
You have
because
to-
you want someone else to die for you.
Okay, you have to follow the 5 pillars of the Islam and whole complete Sharia laws.
You have to do the
You have
righteous
to
deeds.
follow, okay, and-
you have to obey God
and-
submit to God.
Okay, what is in your heart, the God knows. How you follow that. You How you followed that
God
Sharia.
doesn't judge your heart. God judges your actions.
Your action.
Yes.
But he is
You might have something bad in your heart.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how Islam solves this issue, which Christianity doesn't. If a Muslim has a bad intention and he or she does not do that bad intention, they get a reward. If they do have a bad intention and they commit that bad intention, they get one sin. Okay? But if they don't do it, they get a reward. If a Muslim has a good intention and they don't do it, they get a reward. And if they do it, good righteous deeds, they get rewards manifold. That's the mercy of God.
But here we have a difference.
What have you got in Christianity? What happens when you have a bad thought?
We'll talk later on.
Why not now answer the question?
Just stick
No,
on.
no, I'd like to know, sincerely know.
It's not been clear. No, this.
I would like to know whether you actually know about your religion. What does your religion say when you have a bad thought? Do you get rewarded? Do you get punished?
We repent.
If you have a bad thought,
We go for repent.
if you have a bad thought and you don't do it, do you get rewarded?
No. We go for repent.
You get for what?
We go for repent. If we are sincere in our heart and mind that we have done something wrong, we go for repent.
So basically,
at that time, the God mercy works on us. No.
No, the mercy, look at mercy of God in Islam.
Because
The mercy of God is not in Christianity.
Good deed. Mercy.
When in Christianity, you had a bad intention
Mansur.
and you didn't do it, you don't get a reward.
Let's talk about
And in Islam, God is merciful. He gives you a reward for not doing your bad intention.
Let's talk about this.
But anyway, as you realize, Islam is more God is more merciful.
So, you saying your good deed or the bad deed, even it is lighter than the bad deed or heavier than the good deed, in the end, the God mercy will work on you.
Why are you misrepresenting what I said?
The same thing.
I always said, belief in correct belief
Yeah,
in God
that's okay. This I
and
understand.
righteous deeds is two things. But you keep cutting it into half and only talk about deeds. Why are you
Believe me.
deliberately doing that?
No. Maybe I don't.
So my position is the Islamic
I don't
position.
make you understand.
Islamic position is belief, correct belief,
Okay.
and righteous deeds.
Right.
They're together. This makes you the recipient of God's mercy. If you have that both.
Please, can you show me the surah so I know?
This is the message throughout the Quran, as I quoted to you in Arabic.
But I'm
Inna
showing
alladhina
you the-
amanu.
I'm showing
Look,
you the Quran
You did not
verses
show
and-
me. You did not show me a Quran in exactly what it said. You did not show me the Hadith in exactly what we're discussing. The Hadith talks about deeds only.
Yes.
Which is our teaching. The Prophet taught us. Your deeds alone is not going to be sufficient.
Yeah. Okay.
To receive God's paradise, you need to be recipient of His mercy. And to be recipient of His mercy, the Quran talks about it. Believe. Inna alladhina amanu wa amilu salihat. And the Quran says, for them, God has prepared paradise, gardens,
So,
underneath
okay.
the rivers flow.
So it means if you don't want to show me the mercy.
Do you have any other questions? I think we've dealt with
the
that.
God gave you the mercy, but I'll show you the mercy.
Stop.
How the God
Just
gave you
one
in
second.
Islam.
One second. Do you, okay, if I were to show you, how many verses do you want to know about these conditions? What is God about believing in righteous deeds that leads you to paradise?
Oh, I have many verses against that also.
What verses have you got?
Deed.
You haven't given me a single verse.
About the deed.
Try again.
About-
No, try again. Give me a verse.
Okay.
No, give me a verse where belief in deeds does not make you the recipient of God's grace. Go on. Find me one single verse.
No, I'm not talking about the beliefs in one God. You're talking about the belief in one God.
No.
Or
I'm talking both.
Believing.
Find me a verse
you
in the
talking
Quran
about the-
in which belief and righteous deeds does not earn you God's mercy. Go on. Don't record him, please. Don't record him. Go ahead.
Okay. here-
Listen, find me because you make a claim. You have not provided me a single evidence
No.
from the Quran in which it goes against what I said.
See, my point is that in Islam, also in Islam, only your good deeds cannot lead you to the Jannah.
Did I agree with you or disagree with you?
No, you said the mercy of God upon you if if your good deed or your belief is
So again, you keep misrepresenting Nixon. The hadith that you quoted, I quoted before you, that our Prophet taught that the deeds alone is not sufficient.
okay.
Even the Prophet with his good deeds, he said, not even me, except when God yataghammadani, he bestows on me, covers me with his grace, his
Grace,
fadl.
yeah.
Right.
So-
And to receive his grace, I said, the Quran teaches us throughout that you have to believe in the correct belief, worshipping God alone without any ascribing partners to him, saying God has a son or not. No. Worshipping God alone.
No.
And doing righteous deed as God told us in the Quran.
Okay, but you are not
If
showing the
you-
verse from the Quran. That's how you get the mercy of God,
I
grace
just
of God.
told you, if you do
The
this,
whole Quran.
okay. I am saying,
If I show you the mercy, how you get in Islam?
from where?
There's a clear verse.
Go on, show me.
in the Quran.
Show me.
Okay. Yes, the Quran verse is 1921. It's
Quran
talk
what?
about 1921.
Surah 19, yeah?
It is 1921.
Surah Maryam,
It's clearly talks
21.
about the mercy.
Hang on. You said you're going to show me how in 1921, what's he saying?
1921. So now I'm going to read. He replied, "So will it be your Lord says, it is easy for me, and so will we make him a sign of for humanity, and a mercy from us, and a mercy from us. Mercy from us. It is matter already decreed. Already decreed.
Sure.
The mercy, how you get the mercy of God through believing in Jesus Christ.
No.
That's
You've misrepresented a clear text of the Quran. Read it again, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
He replied,
Surah Maryam, ayah 21.
1921.
Yeah.
He replied, so will it be?
Reply to which question?
So I have to go to this.
Go back to the question. Previous ayah. Now I realize all of that time you're trying to make the mercy being Jesus Christ, and that's how you get it. That's how Muslims will have the paradise only through Jesus Christ. This is the Christian theology. Is this what your pastors told you? Or you yourself are pastor?
I don't know what you're gonna do instead.
Okay, so this is subject is different here. Surah 20, it says, so wondered, how can I have a son? It's between when the angel came to the Maryam and talking to Maryam.
Yeah.
She wondered, how can I have a son when no man has ever touched me, nor am I unchaste? Okay, so now 21, yes, 21 will go to the same. Okay.
So Maryam, the mother of Christ, was simply asking to the angels, if come to give me
Okay,
a good
so the
tidings,
second-
how can I have a son when I wasn't unchaste
So-
and no one has touched me?
Okay, so now let me complete the next surah.
No, next.
He replied, so will
yeah.
it be? He replied, so will it be?
Yeah.
Your Lord says, it is easy for me, and so will we make him a sign for humanity. It's not talking about the particularly for the
He
Christian.
was a sign for humanity, of
For
course.
humanity,
Of
for the
course.
whole world.
Yeah.
Sign for the humanity
Yeah.
and a mercy from us.
Yeah.
And a mercy from us, which you are talking about the God mercy.
No, this is not the same mercy.
Okay, so you can show me another verse.
Hang on,
Which is
hang
the
on, hang
another
on.
verse? It is
This
a
mercy-
matter
now-
already decreed.
Exactly. Exactly.
Before Quran reveal, it's decreed.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when you have a woman who is a virgin, no physical intimacy with any man, she was not unchaste, meaning she's not someone who has intimacy with a man. Now, God is going to give her a created human being called Jesus Christ. This creation that she's going to now conceive is through the mercy of God, because God is being merciful to him. It's a mercy from God that God gave her for her chastity, for her righteousness, for her devotion, right? For her devotion,
humanity,
to
yeah.
make her and her child sign for the humanity.
Okay.
Not only him, but also her.
Yeah.
That how God can create human beings even without a male intervention. Just like how he created human beings without a man or a woman like Adam. Or he created Eve without a female, from a man alone. Like he created you and me from a male and a female.
Okay, that's
wait,
that's another subject.
Wait.
That's a kun fayakun. No, that's another subject.
Nixon, allow me to finish.
That's
So God
kun fayakun.
is showing his
You
mercy.
cannot show me that kun fayakun.
You're not listening,
It's
are
a
you?
long process of Adam.
You're not listening.
I'm
So
listening.
God is showing his mercy on Maryam, that she's going to have a baby without even having a husband, right? That's a mercy from God. God can give mercy to whoever wills. In fact, it is because of his mercy that you have all of these in the animal kingdom. The bird and the baby that the bird feeds. Those baby, like I've got in my balcony, a pigeon now has some babies. These babies can't even move because they're in my balcony. If they're gonna fall dead, right? They can't move. Look at the mercy of God that God has placed within the mother or the father of this pigeon mom, pigeon dad, right? They bring food and feed this baby. It is only possible because God gave his mercy on them. In fact, there's a hadith. He has divided his mercy into 100 parts. One of those parts is sent among the creation, and that's how the mother shows to the child the mercy. The mother would die and fall on the fire, saving her child, like we know from historical accounts.
Actually,
That's the mercy of
You are
God.
shifting the subject
Hang
to
on.
another way.
So now, as you realize,
That
you're
you are talking about the
Nixon.
women
Nixon.
mercy.
This was a
I'm talking
mercy.
about the God mercy.
This was a mercy from God, right, to Maryam. Okay? This mercy is not the mercy that is something tangible. God gave it to her. Now, what God asks us to do throughout the Quran, which you have read or you haven't read? You have read. Have you read anywhere in the Quran which says, those who believe and do righteous deeds, what will be the reward? Have you read anywhere? Throughout the Quran. Do you remind? Do you have a refreshing in your memory? Yeah?
That's why I showed you these verses, in which the God says your good deed cannot lead you to the Jannah.
Misrepresent again.
And
I agree.
I'm not representing your
Good
wrong
deeds
thing.
cannot
And Hadith also
be sufficient.
says the same thing.
Okay. What did I say?
Your good deed cannot lead you to the Jannah.
Okay.
Oh Prophet, you also
Can
cannot-
your belief,
Said,
which is correct?
I don't know also.
Let me ask you a straightforward question. According to Islam, can your correct belief and your righteous deeds lead to Jannah?
According to
According to the Quran.
According to Quran. Repeat your question again.
Can your correct belief and righteous deeds lead you to Jannah?
No.
Okay. So now let me show you.
الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات
Yeah. How many verses are we going to show him?
How many?
Okay.
Your deed cannot lead you to Jannah.
We will show you now from the Quran.
You
So
show me the one verse, I'll show you the 4, 5.
you have not shown me even single one. You keep claiming. You keep claiming.
Okay, sir.
Show me a verse where your correct belief and your righteous deeds is not going to lead you to Jannah. Two things: correct belief and righteous deeds. The ayah that you quoted. Let me show him this ayah.
Surah Kahf.
Yeah. There's hundreds literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too many. Subhanallah. Here, got it. Here, Surah Al-Kahf, out of hundreds of examples. Yep. Surah number 18, ayah 107. إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا. Shall I translate to you the meaning?
Yeah, of course, because I don't know.
Surely, as for those who believe and do good deeds, believe and do good deeds, their place of entertainment shall be the gardens of paradise. Abiding therein, they shall not desire removal from them.
Okay, which surah it is?
Surah Kahf, Surah 18, ayah 107 and 108. Show me a single verse in the Quran, where it says your correct belief and your righteous deeds will never lead you to paradise.
Are you looking at Quran?
Let him find it.
Okay.
Maybe your pastors has misled you.
Okay, this is
So many
Surah
ayahs, only
16.
one, huh?
Okay, Surah 16, 61.
Let's have a look.
Okay.
1661, go and read.
Okay. If Allah were to punish people immediately for their wrongdoing, He would not have left a single living being on earth.
It talks about don't eat potatoes. This verse talks about do not eat potatoes. Am I right?
Okay.
Am I right? Right or wrong?
What I'm saying,
This verse in Surah number 16, verse 21, talks about do not eat potatoes. Am I correct?
no,
Why not?
it's not talking about the potato.
So where does this talk about righteous belief, correct belief and righteous deeds would not lead to paradise? Show me in the verse. Just like potato is not there,
Okay.
where is it talking about
Again, the-
correct belief and righteous deeds?
So that's why I'm saying
What you're trying to show us?
you and we are on same purity now.
Try again. Show me another verse.
So it means your good deed,
Try again.
if it is
Try.
heavier than your wrong.
Try again. Show me another ayah in the Quran where, because you failed in that one,
No.
where it talks about your correct
It's
belief
wrong-
and righteous deeds is
wrongdoing.
not going to lead you to paradise.
Okay, if Allah were to punish people immediately
What does it talk about
for
belief?
their wrongdoing, He would not have
Nixon,
left a single.
where does it talk about belief?
So what I'm saying that
Nixon,
can you get
Nixon.
the Jannah by yourself?
Nixon, where in this ayah talks about belief? I said two things: correct belief and righteous deeds.
But I'm not talking
In this ayah, you said I can give
Talking
you
about the
hundreds.
deeds. I'm talking about the deeds only.
I am not interested in your deeds only, because I am talking about what the Quran teaches us. To go to paradise is conditional in what? You have the correct belief and you do righteous deeds. Right? إِنَّ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ throughout the Quran. So you have failed again miserably
See.
to produce a single verse in which it talks about
There's another ayah also.
not another.
And
Let me see your next ayah. Which one?
Okay, so now the Quran 31,
31. Let's read it again.
35, 45.
35, 45. Go and read it,
And
please.
if Allah were to impose blame on the people for what they have,
Where does it talk about belief?
okay. And if Allah
It doesn't.
were to
Empty
impose
claims.
blame on the people for what they have earned, He would
Earned.
not leave upon the earth
وَلَوْ
any
يُوَاخِذُ
creature
اللَّهُ النَّاسَ
but He
بِمَا
dispels
كَسَبُوا
from
what they've earned is their deeds. Where is the belief mentioned here?
What deeds? This?
Okay.
Where is the belief
Okay,
mentioned
Sahih
here?
Bukhari, volume
No,
7.
Quran. Where does it mention belief?
What is the
Okay.
difference, sir? What is the difference between Sahih
talking-
Bukhari
His
and
name
the
is
Quran?
Nixon.
Okay, God is saying that you're doing wrong deed.
I am talking about belief and deeds.
If Allah,
Nixon.
No, okay.
If Allah
Your
catch you because of your wrong,
Nixon,
wrong
your-
deed,
Nixon,
on
your-
earth, no human
One
will
second,
live.
Nixon, your claim was by having correct belief and doing good deeds, we can't go to the Jannah, right? That's
what you claim.
Okay.
Did you claim that by having the correct belief and doing good deeds will not allow us to enter paradise?
Until unless the mercy of God.
No.
No.
This
He's changing his
this
claim again.
something.
No. You are
This
adding.
something.
You are adding something now.
No, it's
You
not
are
it.
adding something.
You came later on this debate, so you don't know. From the beginning, I'm saying that we are
Okay,
in
to
same,
get-
we are
to-
on
to-
same
to-
theory.
to get-
Christian also believe
to
in
get
the
God-
mercy of
one
God.
second.
Now the Islamic point of view, the mercy of God.
To get God's mercy, what we need to do?
I'll explain you. Sahih
If I
Bukhari.
believe in a man God, can I get the mercy of God? Nixon, if I believe in a man God,
Wait,
can I
wait.
get a mercy?
Let me show the hadith first. The hadith number 577.
He's a
narrated
new
by Abu
breed of
Huraira.
Christians. Don't want to talk about
I heard
Christianity.
Allah
Only
Apostle
question
say-
Yeah,
Islam.
we'll go there.
I heard Allah Apostle saying, the good deeds of any person will not make him enter paradise.
That's what we are saying.
None can enter paradise
Except,
through his good deed.
yeah.
What I'm saying from the beginning, only your good deeds
Do
cannot lead
you
to
do you
Jannah,
recollect what I said?
except the mercy of God.
Did I agree or disagree with you? Did I agree or disagree with you on this?
So I show you the mercy.
Wait. Did I agree or disagree with you? How can I disagree with the teaching of my Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
Okay, so
Our Prophet said, when they asked, "Oh Prophet, even not you," he says, "No, even not me, unless Allah yataghammadani, unless He bestows, embraces, He showers on me His fadl, His grace, His mercy." Wait, Nixon. So now we understand, we all go to paradise to the grace of God, through His mercy, through His fadl. The Quran tells us in details how we can receive His fadl, His grace. It's conditional in two important things: correct belief and righteous deeds. And you keep running away from that condition the Quran assigns.
running away, brother.
The Quran tells you, Surah Al-Kahf, Ayah 107 and 108, as we recited, those who believe and do righteous deeds, God will give them paradise, and they would not want to come out of it. They will abide in forever. خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حوالا. Okay? So this is the message of the Quran. And you, as a Christian, Nixon, you know this is the message of the Quran, and you want to keep trying to somehow confuse the Christian audience that no, it doesn't mean that. It means.
confusing.
So,
Now we
are you now
are
clear
on
then?
same theory.
Are you now clear?
Now we are on same theory
Of what?
that mercy of the God
How do you receive the mercy?
upon you.
You don't believe the mercy.
How do you receive the mercy of God?
Do you believe in mercy?
I do. Let me quote the
What-
same
what-
ayah again. So
Okay.
the new Indian will understand what I'm talking about.
Me understand or you
he
understand?
replied.
Because you haven't understood so far what we are saying.
He replied, so will it be. Your Lord says it is easy for me, and so will we make him a sign for humanity and a mercy from us. What I'm saying, mercy from us, it is a matter already decreed.
Okay.
Before the
I have some questions about this.
Already decreed.
I have some questions.
Through the Jesus Christ,
I have some questions.
you can get the mercy.
No, it
of
doesn't
it.
say that.
It is in Islam.
It
also
doesn't
it's
say that.
same.
It
You are
doesn't
talking
say
about
that.
The mercy.
Nope.
I'm also talking about the mercy, but the difference is
Do you know how you've conflated?
you bringing the mother mercy and
can you-
father
can you-
mercy and the sister
do you know how
mercy.
you've
Nixon,
conflated?
wait,
Mercy.
Can you go to?
But the
can
Jesus
you,
mercy you have never spoken a single time.
Nixon.
Why the Jesus mercy?
Relax, relax. Don't get excited.
Let me.
I understand.
Let me
You're looking for mercy.
So that's why the Jesus Christ is coming in the judgment day also.
Nixon,
According
Nixon.
to the Islam.
Nixon.
According to Islam.
He has a question for you.
Nixon, 1 second. You are saying God says mercy is Jesus, right? In the Quran.
Yeah, what I read in the Surah.
Can you go to Surah 21, verse 107? Can you go there?
No, you go
You
there.
check. You
So
check.
why I should check? You are quoting.
For you to remember.
You are
For you to
quoting-
remember.
You are quoting.
Okay, let me read it.
Why should I go?
Allah
What I
said.
wanted to quote, I quoted
no
already.
problem. No
I
problem.
quoted already.
Relax,
It
relax.
shows you are not sincere. That's why. So Allah said in the Quran, this وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ إِلَّا رَحْمَةً لِلْعَالَمِينَ. About Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He
He's a
said,
mercy
we have
for the
sent,
whole of the world.
we have sent you, O Prophet.
MashaAllah.
We have sent you, O Prophet, only as a mercy for the whole world. Oh my God! So Prophet Muhammad
Oh
is
my
the mercy.
God, but you know the problem.
Who is the mercy here?
Okay.
No, answer the question.
Okay.
Who is the mercy?
Nixon, Nixon.
Let me answer.
Nixon.
Nixon,
Let me
who is
answer.
the mercy
Let
here?
me answer, Mansur.
Answer what?
Let me answer.
What's the question?
Did,
Are you answering?
What is the question?
did Prophet Muhammad prove by his action that he is a merciful?
Now he's
whole
got
man?
changing the topic.
Okay.
Did
In
Muhammad
the Quran, answer the question.
Peace be upon him.
Nixon.
Did he prove?
Nixon.
Did he prove
Nixon.
that he is a
He has a
best
question for you.
example
Nixon.
of the mankind?
Nixon, answer the question. In the Quran, chapter 21, verse 107,
Surah Al-Anbiya,
did
ayah 107.
Allah
Perfect, yeah.
say Prophet Muhammad Islam is mercy for mankind?
What do you
What
say?
I'm asking you.
Did Allah say it or not?
What answer?
Answer
You
the
want my
question.
answer?
Yes, no,
You
maybe
want my
ignorant
answer?
about it, maybe.
I don't know.
I
Which
don't-
one?
Who cares?
I
Is it
don't-
yes or no?
No, it because.
Is it yes?
If I let me do something. Okay.
Is it yes or no?
I gave you work, Mansur.
Can you answer this question first?
Is it yes or no?
No, can you answer this question
It's
first?
not right.
Can you answer this question
Is it
first?
yes or no?
It's not right.
No, his answer. Question. Answer his question.
Is it yes or no? Did Allah say Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu is the mercy for the whole mankind?
Okay. First, with the, God has revealed to Muhammad. It's okay.
Did he say it or not? Did Allah say it or not?
So Allah said, but Allah
Okay,
said, but
then-
did Muhammad fulfill?
Okay, we can go there. We can go there.
Fulfill
So
all
you
that?
agree? Okay, that's fine. We'll go there.
This is the main thing,
Hey,
no?
brother. Listen. Listen. We can go there, but you agree? Allah said Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu is
That
the
was a
mercy
mic
for the whole
drop
mankind,
moment.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay, good.
Good. Did he
Nixon previous
fulfill?
one second. Yeah, we're going there. Nixon previously said we can't enter the Jannah without mercy of God, right? And Quran is saying, because he tried to show Jesus is that mercy.
Exactly.
We go to verse in the Quran. Allah said in Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is the mercy for the whole mankind. Therefore,
But he didn't-
one second,
he did
therefore
not fulfill Allah's will.
Nixon. Therefore, if you don't believe, since you are quoting the Quran,
If you don't believe,
Prophet
you have no
Muhammad
paradise.
Is the mercy, and if you don't accept that mercy, you are going to hellfire.
Okay. So
Nixon, you have no way out now.
listen. Now
You're going to hellfire, brother.
okay. Now listen.
Okay, go ahead.
Now listen. If you're claiming that mercy is Muhammad.
I'm not claiming.
Quran
Quran is
says so.
Quran is claiming.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Quran is stating
Okay.
it, not
so
claiming.
it means,
Quran is informing us.
In the judgment day, the Muhammad he should come for the judge.
No.
He must be the right. He must be the just.
Do you know the
ruler.
concept of
But
Shafa'ah?
who's coming? Who's
Brother,
coming? Who's coming?
Nixon.
Let me complete.
Do you know the concept of Shafa'ah?
Are not allowing me to complete. You completed
complete,
your
yeah.
question.
Okay, complete it.
Your complete
Okay,
point.
what do you want to say?
Okay. So now.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's okay.
So this, when somebody talks good, always be there's third personality. You know who's the third personality? Where is God?
Okay, leave him.
See, he's gone.
Leave him. Yeah, we're talking, that's fine. That's
You understand, Mansur, what
Yeah.
I wanted to say,
No, Nixon. So
Nixon.
now the Quran says Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the mercy to the whole of the world. The earlier ayah did not say Jesus was mercy for the whole of the world. He was only a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, a sign. So now, because Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the mercy of the world, and we need mercy to enter paradise, you need to believe in Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam
There's
to
a
go to paradise.
There's a hadith I can show you if the Muhammad don't know where he is going.
You misunderstand the hadith.
Where he
Like you
will go to
misunderstand everything
Jannah
else.
or in the hell.
Okay.
See,
One second.
one more thing.
Nixon.
His beloved daughter Fatima asked him,
Brother Nixon.
you are my father and you are a Nabi and you are a Rasul. So in
Nixon,
this
look,
way
look.
let me complain, my brother.
No, what you
are
completing?
doing?
What you are completing?
You are interrupting
What you are
every time.
completing?
So 1, 2, 3, you all interrupting. I was
don't play the victim,
I was
please,
I
please,
was
don't play.
debating with Mansur. Okay. So Mansur called you to help and show
Did
the
I call him to help?
No.
He
I came by
why
myself.
He came.
Did I call him to help?
So he but he's from the Dawa, no? He's Dawa, Islamic Dawa, from Islam Dawa. So
We
he
want
come
to help you to get the mercy,
Okay,
to
so
enter
now-
the paradise.
so-
He came to help you.
So
You're
now
going to hell
I'm
according
debating
to you.
with the two guys. Islamic Dawah, guys.
Excuse me, you're debating him now, not me, him.
No, why are you running up? Why are you running? Why you?
When was I running? I'm still here in the same,
Why
same
you
place.
brought him up? Why
because,
you are not speaking?
because you will be
Why you
crying like a
are not
victim.
speaking?
Let me tell you, I'll tell you why. Because you, just like you've done now, you cry like a crybaby victim saying, oh, how am I going to debate two people? So I only let him speak. So you're speaking to one person at any one time. That's fair, isn't it?
Giving him the answer.
That's fair, isn't it?
Nixon,
So stop crying like a crybaby and have a discussion.
Nixon, since you asked about Islam, yeah, let me ask you, how you get to the paradise? How you get to heaven?
No, you asking me?
Yeah. As a Christian, how you go to heaven?
So this is not our topic now.
No,
Our topic is just the how.
I think we've done
Christian-
enough.
Are you scared
Christian will
about
get
your?
the- how
Are
the
you scared
Christian
about
will
your
get the-
salvation?
So see,
Are you, sir? Are you
in
scared
the
about your
Quran,
salvation?
in the Quran, it clearly says about the Muhammad. Don't say that I know all and everything.
He doesn't know everything. Oh, he knows only what Allah tells him.
Yes,
That's our
Muhammad
belief.
is a prophet. That's why.
He's not Allah.
What Allah doesn't say him anything.
If Allah did not tell Jesus Christ about something, would he know Jesus Christ by himself?
How that Jesus raised the dead.
No, hear my question.
And how he makes the
Is
blood.
there-
Tell me how he makes the blood.
Hear my question.
How?
If God did not give power to Jesus Christ to raise the dead, would Jesus Christ be able to raise the dead by himself?
Listen,
Answer the question, please.
power is something else and the ability is
Can you
something
answer the
else.
question?
I have ability, I can walk.
Can you answer the question?
I can walk, I have an ability.
Would you mind
Jesus
answering
had a
the question?
ability. He has a ability. You are
Jesus Christ
mixing
said,
two things.
I can of myself do
Okay,
nothing.
one second.
Do you know the Bible?
What the Jesus
Nixon,
Christ says,
Nixon.
I know
Nixon.
what you keep in heart
Nixon.
and what you keep in at home.
Nixon,
I know that's all secret.
I have a question, Nixon. I have a question.
He knows only what God tells him to.
Is there only one person? Are you saying
Okay,
Jesus?
listen,
Nixon,
no, let me complete.
No, you are not completing since 10 minutes.
What is there the question?
You're still going on
He's
and going
saying-
on. What is?
Okay.
He said,
So you're going to respond to my question,
without
right?
without the power of the God,
Yeah. Can he do anything?
can he do anything?
Yeah. And the answer is?
What I'm saying, when Jesus
Answer straight.
he made the bird from the
No,
clay,
answer straight.
from the clay.
Answer straight. Can
breathed
Jesus do anything
Can he
unless
breathe
God
in
gave him the power to
and
do
he
so?
Being living birds.
Can
and
you
he
answer
fly.
straight, please?
How he did Allah help him to?
Allah gave
make
him the
this?
power
It says
and
he
the
was a
permission.
prophet.
No,
He was a
there's a
prophet.
will.
Wait,
God's
that's the
will,
reason I want to go
God's
there.
will
Uh,
was there.
Nixon.
God's will is something else. Permission is something else, and the power is something else. Jesus had ability.
From who?
Suppose
From who?
Suppose I tell you.
Hang on, from who?
We are at war.
Ability from who?
We are
No,
at
no,
war.
no. Ability from who? Jesus Christ had ability from who?
He had himself.
No. Who created him according to the Quran?
Who?
Who created Jesus Christ according to the Quran?
It's a rule and color.
No. Who created Jesus Christ according to the Quran?
Yeah, the flesh. The God is created.
Who created him?
God.
God.
God created
So
him.
God gave him the ability to do miracles, right? According to the Quran, is it God, Allah, that gave Jesus Christ the ability to do miracles?
So now we are shifting.
Are you now
We
clear?
are shifting from the topic.
Are you now clear?
You
According to the Quran.
on the topic.
In that topic.
So every time you're cornered,
No.
you just run away.
Our
Okay,
topic is
according
not
to
this
you,
one.
one second.
Our topic
One
was
second. According to you,
your
is there?
good deed only your good deed can lead you to the Jannah. He said no. He said with the mercy. I said also we are in the same theory. God's mercy is necessary.
And who is that mercy?
And your God deed
And who is that mercy?
Not,
Who is that mercy?
Jesus Christ.
No.
Quran says,
That is Christ.
"Rahmatan lil
I show you
alamin."
the verse. I show
No,
you
no,
the
one
verse.
second. You got buried. You got baked
He
on that
replied,
one.
so
Yeah,
So you
Jesus
didn't
Christ,
bother again.
mercy to
Your
who?
Lord says it is easy
Nixon.
for me.
Yeah, mercy to
And
who?
so will we make him a sign for
Sign! Yes, sign!
and a
Nixon.
mercy from us.
Nixon.
It is matter already decreed
Nixon,
before the Quran
Nixon.
is decreed.
You don't need to quote Quran, brother. You don't need to quote.
For humanity,
Brother, please.
for humanity,
You don't need to
for
quote the
all
Quran.
mankind.
He got baked on this, so you don't need to put the
Ah,
Quran.
you-
I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask a simple question. One second. According to you, was Jesus the only person who raised someone from the dead?
It's not subject. Talk about this.
This is the subject.
No, it is important because he said Jesus give life to the bird.
I don't.
Was there any other person
I want to stick on
in
my
the history?
subject.
In the
This is the
history,
subject.
No.
Is there any other person in
Then
the
we
history
end the discussion.
who
There's no
rose
point talking to someone
from the dead?
who doesn't want to talk.
Is there any other person in the history who rose someone from the dead? Answer the question. If you don't know, just we can end the discussion.
It is related with the good deed.
It is
Yes.
related. Yeah, it is related.
It is related
Yeah, it is
with
related.
the mercy of God.
Yes.
Yes, it is related.
Explain.
Okay.
Why should I?
Answer the question. Is there any other person?
I will not answer. You explain me what are you talking about.
There's no point talking.
You answer.
How are you doing? How was yesterday? So we were in a live stream. We were in a live stream. That's it. That's it.
Take care.
SubhanAllah. There's no point talking.
SubhanAllah. These people.
So, do you want to just summarize to the camera?
We say I was not there. You just summarize.
No, Faddal.
Yeah.
So far, what you've just talked
So
about.
what we did, Alhamdulillah, we had a discussion with this gentleman. His next one, he said, Allah is saying in the Quran that Jesus Christ is the mercy for all, and what he is conflating this mercy with when Prophet Muhammad said we have to get the mercy in order to get to the heaven. We can't go to the heaven without the mercy of God. So he is saying Jesus Christ is that person. Where Allah is saying He is the sign. He's the sign for the human being. He's the sign because Allah created Adam without men or women. Allah created Hawa, Eve, without a woman, and Allah created Jesus without a man. So what Allah said, Allah can bring someone without father and mother, Hawa without mother, Jesus without father, and all of us with father and mother. So all of the signs, Allah is saying, I can do every single thing. I can do every single way. So it's a sign, we accept it. When I showed him that Allah said in the Quran that Prophet Muhammad is the Rahmatan lil Alameen, mercy for the whole mankind, he's just is disappearing with his arguments.
So he realized his argument crumbled right there, because his whole argument was based on the premise that, oh, Jesus Christ is a mercy and you require mercy to go into paradise, so you have to follow Jesus Christ. But here the Quran says Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a mercy for all of mankind, including him. So now he digs his own grave, that now for him to go to paradise, not only Muslims, that you have to accept Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Wa akhir dawana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.